Okay, we're here for the third and final game, and we won the die roll again. I think we won the die roll on all of them. I think. I'm going to go ahead and keep this, but it's kind of sketchy. But whatever we draw is going to be pretty good. Like, if we just draw anything in the middle of our deck, it's going to be a pretty good draw. Hey, Stone Rain. There you go. Pretty good draw. I think we could just get a basic mountain. I don't think there's really any reason to go get Stomping Ground. See, we had turn 2 Stone Rain the whole time. I'm going to hold on to the One-Stone Teeth in case we hit a tracker. But it looks like next turn we're just going to play Thragtusk and then Wormcoil Engine. And hopefully between the two of those gain enough life that we keep our Cinderglade wielding opponent unable to kill us with Valakut. An Acid Moss would be an amazing draw step. Best draw step would be Blood Moon. Forest, not the best draw step. Yeah, Blood Moon is really our best draw step. Because likely that they're going to be casting Primeval Titan next turn. So they have 3 basic forests. That's good to know. Still really want to draw Blood Moon. Come on, Blood Moon. Ugh. Okay, now is it worth it to attack with Wormcoil? If we attack with Wormcoil, we can go up to 30. I think we're still dead to Escape Shift. They do have to pay for Summoner's Pact, though, so they'd have to have another green source they'd have to play first. Yeah, I'm going to attack with Wormcoil. If we don't attack, they can just use, like, Valakut, knock it down and everything. They're most likely going to shoot Thragtusk to not let us be able to profitably, like, to not let us trade with Primeval Titan. Oh, well then. So they can just trigger 4 Valakuts. Prismatic Omen definitely made this a lot harder. Or so it's 8 Valakut triggers actually. So 8 times 3 is 24. So we're taking 24. Yeah, because like before they did not have very many mountains, and it looked like it was going to be a while before they could actually trigger Valakut. But yeah, all they need is just a land drop, and that's game. Yep. So our hand was pretty slow. Not the best for this. We had 1 Stone Rain, but that's basically all we had, which is not going to be enough. So we want Crumble and Primal Commands. I think that's about it. We don't really need Thragtusk or Wormcoil. Sure, we can gain a little life, but it's just simply too slow. I think Inferno Titan's a better threat to begin with. Inferno Titan can take out like some Tribe Elders or something. And then Tracker is kind of slow. I guess Hunt Masters just always get... What if we just keep in this big stuff and just take out Hunt Masters? Because they can just have, like, Anger of the Gods. Like, Hunt Master isn't going to really do anything. Because our only way to destroy an enchantment is Fracturing Gust, as far as Prismatic Omen is involved. Could just have a Bolt instead of a Thragtusk. What if we just play a couple Bolts? Like, it's likely they bring in their own Tireless Trackers. Let's play those over those. Okay, let's do that. All right, we need our Blood Moons. We need our Blood Moons not to get destroyed. Game 1, a Blood Moon is just game over, you know, but obviously we did not get our Blood Moon game 1, so they'll have ways to remove Blood Moon now, unfortunately. This hand looks pretty good. Now I think I'm actually going to name green with this Utopia Sprawl, because I want to make sure that I have double green for the Acid Moss. So we're actually going to just name green, because we're going to have red for Blood Moon with the Stomping Ground. Well, would have been able to get another basic land, but oh well. All right, now we're going to Acid Moss their basic forest. Oh, well, they can go get another one. So if they do have like Tireless Tracker, Inferno Titan would be very good to play next turn. If not, I'm going to just play my Tracker and get a clue, try to find more land destruction, but it looks like they do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, let's just play Inferno Titan. And hopefully end this game quickly. So we could not pop a clue token and I meant to tap the forest. Whoops, because I wanted to pump the Inferno Time one more, but I guess it's just a turn 2 clock anyway, or 2 turn clock anyway. But yeah, we could not crack a clue and cast a Stone Rain, so that's why I just cast Arbor Elf anyway. But they're gonna need, I don't know, something like Beast Within for the Inferno Titan to stay alive. Yeah. Yeah, turn 2 Blood Moon, turn 3 Acid Moss, turn 4 Inferno Titan. That's definitely a way to be able to beat Valakut decks. Now, can we win on the draw? Yeah, I guess, you know, I was thinking about Prismatic Omen, but yeah, like, there's no way we're going to want to destroy our own Blood Moon, so yeah, that's definitely not coming in. I think we're just going to leave it like this. I like the Lightning Bolts to be able to handle Tireless Tracker. We could lose here, but if they have a really good hand, we will lose. If we A, draw a 1-mana Accelerant, or B, they don't have a very good hand, we can win. Let's draw a 1-mana Accelerant. Ugh, not quite. I'll just play this Stomping Ground tapped. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Does not look like they have a very good hand, though. They would go Mountain Valakut. That's not... Like, they had nothing on turn 1 or 2. That's not usually very good for them. I should not have fetched here in response. But I'm assuming they're getting basic forest anyway for what their hand looks like. Yeah. All right, let's play our Blood Moon to start with. Or should we just Stone Rain to start with? Do we just Stone Rain into Crumble? Actually, yeah, let's just Stone Rain. Yeah. Let's just keep them down. Oh gosh, Cycle of Sweltering Suns. Oh man. So we could play Blood Moon, and they have no green sources if we play Blood Moon. But man, that Crumble is just so tasty. You can still Crumble next turn. It's still a non-basic land. All right, we're just getting the Blood Moon down. They have no forests, like no green mana. Okay, so now let's Crumble. Or should we just cast, what, cast Arbor Elf and another Blood Moon? Nah. Okay, so they have 2 Titans, a Rex Sage, Escape Shift, and a Bolt. So basically, okay, so obviously the Escape Shift doesn't do anything anymore. So even if they destroy Blood Moon, which of course we have another one, but what are their win cons? So a 2-1. Okay, that's not really a realistic win con. So they have 4 Primeval Titans and 2 Tireless Trackers. They do have a Beast Within also. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Okay, well, there's a forest. Actually, we're going to Acid Moss. So this is going to destroy their second basic forest. So they're only going to have 1 basic forest left in their deck after this. And this is going to let us get another forest to be able to cast Acidic Slime next turn. Because, yeah, we want to keep them away from Primeval Titan mana, basically. Well, that's convenient. It's just going to help ramp us. Keep them away from Titan, because we know their 4 cards in hand are Titan, Titan, Escape Shift, Lightning Bolt. So sure, they use the Lightning Bolt. All right, now casting a Blood Moon. They have no more basic forests in their deck, so they'll have no green mana, so they'll never be able to cast Titan. Yeah, that's just bad news for opponent. And they just concede, because, yeah, they're out of basic forest, they're out of Valakuts. The game is over. All right, so that was our 3rd match here. So overall in the league, we went 4-1. I had 2 matches before I started recording with where I lost to Grixis Death Shadow and I beat Burn. Both of them weren't very good matches to record. Like, I just got rid of the videos because like the Burn opponent, you know, like had like disconnected for a while and everything, and their games like that. So like there was a lot of disconnection and everything. So yeah, so we went 4-1 overall in the league, 3-0 in the matches you saw. We beat Burn, and then we lost to Grixis Death Shadow. I don't think Grixis Death Shadow is a very favorable matchup. We do have Blood Moon, which is amazing in the matchup, but like one of the games they thought seized it away. If you have that, or if you have like a slower hand, you know, Grixis Death Shadow is just a deck where all their stuff costs 1 and everything, and Stubborn Denial is a big card there. It's not unwinnable. Like I said, with Blood Moon is just so good in that matchup. But then also, if they keep a land light hand, you can get them with land destruction. But yeah, and then we did beat Burn, but I really beat Burn because my opponent disconnected for 10 minutes. So that's how we won that one. But Burn, we have a lot of stuff in our sideboard for, like we talked about in the deck tech. But overall, I think Green Red Ponza is in a pretty good spot right now. There's a lot of different mid-range decks in the format, as we saw with our games 3, 4, and 5 there, the ones that we had on here. And I think this is pretty well positioned for mid-range decks. Both Tireless Tracker and Huntmaster of the Fells are just really, really strong cards. And I like that this deck can just place 4 of each card and just maximizes their potential, especially Tireless Tracker. I just think Tireless Tracker is a very good card these days. But yeah, we saw how powerful Blood Moon was against both Blue-White Control and against Scape Shift there. Yeah, Blood Moon just did so much. It's just a really good card, and being able to play it on turn 2, it's a good way to win matches. So if the meta just keeps on being more and more full of Titan Shift, which is what I think it is, and which is like what it looks like what happening, Green Red Ponza could be a good way to fight that. This is a pretty good, you think you have a pretty good matchup against Titan Shift. I've played this deck through around 3, 4, 5 leagues now the last couple of days, and I have yet to lose to Titan Shift. So this could be a good match, good way to fight the metagame there. So anyway, I hope everybody had a good time watching some Green Red Ponza, and that'll be it for me. So thanks for watching these videos on StarCityGames.com's YouTube page, and make sure you go over to StarCityGames.com for much more content on Modern. We got SCG Louisville here coming up in a couple weekends, so hope to see all of you there. I'll, of course, be there, but that'll be it for me, and I'll be out. So goodbye, everybody.